Hey viewers, Sasquatch here. Before we get started, I want to say simply that this video was kinda a last second thing. Originally I was doing a Hexcraft and a Sona video, but I saw the new Nunu skin and thought, well, I've been delaying doing Nunu for a while, and I want to cover him because he's a champion I actually enjoy playing, especially in Earth. So yeah, don't worry though, those champions will still come out soon. For now, let's get into it. Starting off, we have base Nunu, and honestly, most I can say is this is a huge improvement from what it used to be. Before, I thought it was just a short man on top of the Yeti, but now it's a whimsical child and his magical Yeti. Feels a lot better and a lot more interesting, honestly. And you can actually tell it's Nunu throwing the snowball. All in all, yeah, it's a really good skin, and it's funny that he's also one of the few failure champions wearing clothes that are, worn in cold environments. So, good. Gets a 5. For what it is, Sasquatch is a nice looking model. Don't get me wrong, I do love the concept of what if he was basically Sasquatch instead of just the Yeti, practically considered the same creatures by standards. My only real gripe with the skin is the fact that it's still just snowballs and snow. If the effect were, say, something more forest-like maybe, this skin would probably get a 6, but as of right now, it's just a recoloring with a small bit of detail. So I gotta give it a 5. The longest time, I'd say this is the cutest fucking skin. I just love the reindeer look for Willump. The bag of presents on his back. And the fun, interesting fact of he doesn't have any sharp teeth, which, well, reindeers are herbivores, so makes sense. And finally, the whole little outfit for Nunu looks great, honestly. This is usually the part where I'd say the spells have this little snowflake effects for Christmas skins, but as a Freljordian champion, all his abilities are already snow, so they just reuse them. Overall, it's still a good skin for his model, so I give it a 6. Honestly, another model they just improved in the remake. Before, it was more or less just a complete reference to Sesame Street. Now, it feels a lot more like a mixture of a kind of old monster toy stuffed animal and Monsters Incorporated, which I really do like. This is one of the, again, more interesting and little cute versions of Willump, with the skins being very great. Overall, it's pretty good. The only real different detail also I can point out is the fact W looks to be that of a kind of bouncy ball, maybe? And besides that, the little item above his head, I can't really make that out what it is on the enemy champion. But again, overall, decent skin, gets a 6. Another model that got enhanced heavily. In fact, I think this is one of his best skins. Willump Bot is honestly just fun with all the little details. Again, the building of the ball instead of it just rolling up in size, force field, little face on it, the mechanical jaws for the bite. I have no idea what the heck those lasers of energy he shoots off during his flurry of snowballs is, but he has a gun, so very cool. And finally, the best part of all, the ultimate. That countdown is just chef's kiss. It's great. Again, little detail as well is that the wrench is above the champion enemy's head. Fun little detail, and I honestly say this is a great skin. Gets a 7. Now, I know a lot of people who actually would say this is a terrible skin, it's bad, but honestly, I do love the full armored look of these two. It doesn't feel that weird or out of place for a skin, and honestly, yeah, I like it a lot on him. The only real difference in with spells, however, again, is the passive being a mace, and the snowball being this giant metal ball. But gotta give credit to the fact that they actually gave it a metal look instead of just making it the traditional pale snowball with just some extra details. And again, I really do like Willump's whole armored set. It really does feel like he is just Willump wearing armor. So I gotta give it a 6. Now, originally, I wanted to hate this skin because, well, I hate team skins. However, this one isn't that bad. Normally, my big issue is the fact that all the spells and abilities are just covered head to toe with the logo. But instead, they go for putting the logo on the backpack, and technically, Willump is the creature of the logo. So, all in all, it's not that bad. And again, the only real reference to the logo and the ability is the W. But it's still not that bad compared to just the ones that are just, here's ability with logo plastered into it. So, yeah, this is a team skin I actually like, and I gotta give it a 6. Now, I gotta say, personally, I actually dislike this skin because I don't really like the look of the effects. However, I will say they aren't that bad. Starting off, though, let's actually refer to the model, which I really do like the look of this zombie brute of a man. That does look like he was Frankenstein together by his little doctor on his shoulders, which, again, being just the smaller mad scientist really does fit this skin very well. I do like how the slime of the abilities also has their own little bit of textures added to it, and gloss on top of just being green and slimy. Overall, though, personally, I feel like it doesn't really look that good of a slime effect, and sometimes it just feels like it's just green. However, again, they added the details there to really help sell it. In fact, I think the ultimate's a lot better with the extra little effects on top of it. Overall, though, I can't deny this is a decent skin, even though personally I don't like it. But I have to admit, it is a good skin, so it gets a 7. Now this skin, I do have to admit, I am, again, torn, because on the one hand, I do love the whole basically made out of books and paper folded together to make a Willump character. The ultimate looks really great, and I do love the fact that for the E, he throws paper airplanes. However, the real downside to this is the bite, which nothing really special to it, except, well, being made of books and that, but hard to notice compared to everything else, and especially all the other bites you get from him. And the snowball is just a pile of books rolled together, which, Nunu also just doesn't look right. It kind of feels like part of this was just made so that they could have the skin, but at the same time, I do feel like part of this is still really good, so it'll get a 6. Now this is a skin that I feel like did the whole mix of solid and slime pretty well, honestly. More so seen within its throwing of its snowballs with E, and its W, which builds up slime on its disco ball. On top of that, the teeth you can very much see are very vibrant and colorful, which really makes the bite stand out as more of a visual. And let's not forget the ultimate, which even though you do not move at all, with the stage below you having the visuality of being a moving image, it looks like he's being raised up on a pedestal with cheering fans, and honestly, I think it's one of his best ultimates, so I gotta give this a 7. I'll be straightforward and honest, I'm completely biased on this one because I freaking love Willump. This is the cutest one. I would say technically maybe Workshop is a bit cuter, but I just love the Willump skin. First off, the giant rolling snowball for your W, again, has the similar, which I think might be the same goo effect on it as Space Group, but the ball being see-through and having a little bee inside who does not look like he is having a good time at all. The teeth, again, I feel like might have been reused due to the fact that they're similar slime, but it's hard to tell because, again, it's quick animation. The little honeycomb effect, though, during the E and the throwing of slime, I do really like as a little pop-up thing. And, of course, the ultimate, which, again, for small little bonus effects, I just love the honeycombs, the waves of honey, and the freaking bees that are just swarming around. Honestly, it's a really good skin, and I think it's really great. Overall, I think this is the best outfit for Nunu, and I feel like, again, this is one of Willump's cutest skins. And yes, I'm very biased when I give it an 8. But again, this is my video, and if you want, you can comment down below if you think a different skin is cuter. Honestly, when I went to these skins, I was kind of meh because it just felt like they wanted to make a new variant of the space skins, but honestly, I think this is a really nice one. Again, I like the whole idea of giving Willump an outfit, and Nunu does look like he is kind of a magic space sorcerer. The W looks amazing, especially when you fully charge it, starts glowing a bit. The teeth being stars is okay, but the effect for E is just gorgeous. And not to mention that the ultimate, I'll be honest, this ultimate really much makes me question if Space Group really has a better ultimate, or the best ultimate, because this one, it's a galaxy exploding practically. I would say that this ultimate looks better than Aurelian Soul's ability, the champion who is entirely space. This skin's ultimate did a better job, I feel like, as an effect. And again, overall, I'd say this is actually one of the really good skins. I gotta give it a 7. And that'll do it. I hope you all enjoyed. The comment below is champion you'd like to see. Like and share if you will. And I will try to get the rest of the champions done, because I do have a good list of ones that have actually been moved around here and there. So if you'll enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.